All right, the monthly stats are out. I'm going to be going through this with you guys in real time, breaking down what exactly happened, areas, cities, everything in between. Starting off with aggregate, okay? So aggregate prices in the Fraser Valley went down from $919,000 to $912,000 for a $7,000 decline. It is now down basically 6% year over year. Take note of this, okay? This is $912,000. The bottom of the basic 2022 crash was $930,000, and we've basically traded flat for 3 years. You could look at it that way, right? And we are back to May of 2021 prices, so spring of 2021 prices, but we are very far away from the spring of 2018 prices. We are still 763 divided by 919. We're still 17% away from the 2018 prices. This is important. I'm going to show you why. Surrey Central condos on the HPI are down 10%. That's a brutal reading for the HPI, and the HPI is understating what's happening. I think Surrey Centrals just this year are down close to 20%, 17%, somewhere in that range would be my guess. Now, look at this price, $417,000. If you go all the way back to 2018, $400,000. Now, I'm not saying the prices won't keep dropping in Surrey Central because it looks like they will. But this is like the only product that you can find in the Valley or probably anywhere in Metro Van that's trading at nearly 2018 prices. Like we are less than 5% away from 2018 price. We're about 3.5% away from 2018 prices. So when you talk about, and I know everyone's like, oh man, Surrey Central's such a shithole. Surrey Central sucks. Why would you ever live in Surrey Central? Have you considered that a lot of that might be priced in already? Like the fact that all investors are gone and it's basically end users transacting. Most end users don't want to live in Surrey Central, and that may be part of the reason why prices have come down so quickly here. And now a lot of that downside risk of Surrey Central being a shithole might already be priced into the current price today. Would you rather buy an asset that is trading at 8 years ago prices, or would you rather buy an asset that's trading at 4 years ago prices? I think, me personally, you are insulated from further downside risk buying an asset that's retraced 7-8 years worth of gains as opposed to one that's only retraced 4 years worth of gains. As we get closer to these prices, more and more sellers are going to be removed from the market. More and more people that are willing to sell are going to be removed from the market. That being said, there still is a lot of completions happening as we speak right now and more next year. So there's definitely going to be more pain for Surrey Central. How much more? I don't know. But I think of like almost any condo you can buy in the Fraser Valley, I would say Surrey Central is one of the safer ones, if not the safest at this current point in time. And I might eat my words on that. But I mean, think about this, okay? What did a condo in Surrey Central rent for in 2018 when the prices were $400,000? Well, I know my 2-bedroom condo in Abbotsford rented for $1,100 a month. So I'm going to assume that a 1-bedroom probably rented for roughly the same, right? Maybe $1,100, maybe $1,200. Today, these 1-bed condos in Surrey Central are renting for about $1,600, $1,650. So the prices are the same as 2018, but the rent is like 30% higher than what it was back then. Now, again, that only matters if you're an investor, but I don't know. The point that I'm making here is that if I was an end user, I would probably feel safest buying a condo in Surrey Central, knowing that a lot of these gains have already been retraced. They're not trading at 2021 prices anymore. They're basically trading at 2018 prices or very, very close to it. On to Langley. Detached homes down another $5,000. Sales ratio still 10%. Inventory's been coming down. That's going to be the same across the board. So I'm just going to kind of get into some of the pricing and show you the prices. Apartments also down $6,000. Townhomes, again, coming down, performing better than pretty much everything else, down only $3,000. Let's get into Willoughby Heights townhomes. Again, down $3,000. Apartments down $7,000. Willoughby condos are down 5% year over year. Brookswood detached was basically flat month over month, but down nearly 8% year over year. Really like this area for a detached home because you're getting now pretty affordable detached homes on 7,000 to 14,000 square foot lots. Cloverdale apartments down $4,000. Cloverdale townhomes took a pretty decent dive over the last couple months, down another $14,000 month over month and down almost 9% year over year for Cloverdale townhomes. I'm gonna look at City of Surrey combined. So detached homes somehow made a gain on the HPI. I don't believe that for a second. Detached homes are getting absolutely smashed in Surrey. I'm seeing homes that are selling $200,000, $250,000 below their assessment values. And I'm seeing like decent product depending on the areas you're looking in, under 1.3 now in Surrey, like 1.25 with suites on decent lots in certain areas of Surrey now. So I don't believe this for a second. What's the sales to actives? 8%, and it somehow made a gain last month. Yeah, I don't know. Apartments down $5,000, trading below the lows of December 2022, and townhomes down $10,000. Also trading below the lows of January 2023, down 8.3% year over year. Abbotsford detached, retracing that small gain they had last month. Again, I think that's just because it was mostly good product selling where none of the bad product was selling, and the good product is still selling through pretty well. Like even I was looking at my house that I bought in October of 2023 at peak rates. My interest rate is 6.8% on the B side. And I'm actually going to be renewing this soon. I'll make a whole video about that. If it goes well, if it goes terrible, maybe I won't. Well, I might as well. Either way, I should probably make the video. But when I bought that, it was like such a trough in the market at that time because interest rates were so high. I think I did pretty well on it. I don't think I've lost any money on my place. If I have, it's very, very minimal. I think I could sell this house and get pretty much exactly what I paid for it even today. Or maybe I'm just like every other home seller. I don't know. Apartments down $5,000, still trading above their lows of the back end of 2022. And Abbotsford townhomes are down, what is that? $6,000. I'm seeing some pretty sweet deals now for Abbotsford townhomes, like double car side-by-side garage, brand new townhomes under $700,000, like $690,000, brand new double car side-by-side garage, 1,400 plus square feet. I just saw one in Aldergrove sell for like $680, I think it was. Maybe it's like $675, 3-bed, 3-bath, like 4 or 5 years old townhome. Prices that, you know, these townhomes were 900 plus thousand, even close to $1 million at like the tippy top peak, right? So that's kind of what you're looking at right now for Abbotsford townhomes. And quickly taking a peek at South Surrey, White Rock detached, again, somehow posting a gain last month. Detached has been busy though. Like detached, even in Abbotsford, like things are moving. You know, I had a couple clients a few months back. I talked about this before, but I sent out 6 showing requests for them and 5 out of 6 had accepted offers. I listed a house. We had 18 showings the first week, sold it. I think we had an accepted offer like 5 days on market for that. So detached, like everywhere, is starting to get a little bit busy, but it's just for the good stuff. Like it's not anything that isn't primo is not busy at all. Apartments in South Surrey down $4,000. Townhomes down another $5,000, down 8.1% year over year. Now, conversations that I'm having with sellers. So in 2024, what would happen when I gave a seller an evaluation? They wouldn't believe me that was the price. So they would call 2 or 3 more realtors, and then they would just, you know, whoever told them the best number, they would list with that guy and then sit on the market for 6 months, fire him, list the next guy at a lower price, try that price for a couple months, fire that guy. And honestly, a lot of those homes are still on the market today, like, you know, almost 2 years later. Now the conversations that I'm having with sellers is different, a little bit different. It's more like I tell them the price and they're shocked at how low the number is, but they believe me. They believe me that that's the number. And they either list the home close to my recommendation or they just won't list the home. But it's rare that they will go call another realtor and then list at a higher price. That's what I'm personally experiencing now. It's like there's not as much denial. People have kind of accepted where the market is, and it's just, do I want to list at that price or do I want to not list at that price? Where it was before, they would either not believe me, call somebody else, or they would try to sell me on their price and be like, well, you know, we renovated the bathroom last year. It's a quiet neighborhood. It's a very central neighborhood. It's this, it's that, it's blah, blah, blah. I think you're off because of that. And then they would, if I didn't agree to their justification, they would call another realtor who just told them a higher price, right? Whereas today, people believe the number that I'm giving them, right? So that's just kind of a different, that's what I'm seeing that's different in the psychology of a seller currently. But again, it's another month of lower prices. The spring market should be interesting. I think the spring market should be interesting, especially for detached. I'm gonna be watching detached closely to see what happens with detached, because as I said before, the inventory isn't astronomically high. It's just the sales are pitifully low. And if those sales increased, if a bunch of buyers came back for specifically the detached segment, it'd be a lot easier to get back to balanced territory in detached than it would be, say, in condos, right? So it'll be interesting to see what happens in the spring. But if you enjoyed this video, like and subscribe. And before I let you guys go, feel free to join my newsletter. I basically take a lot of what I talk about in these videos and I break it down into written form with the charts right there. So you can, maybe you don't want to listen to my loud, annoying voice first thing in the morning and you want to read while you're having your morning coffee, subscribe to the newsletter. I'm going to drop the link below. Otherwise, if you enjoyed this video, like, subscribe. If you want to chat with me about buying or selling real estate in the Fraser Valley, there is a link down in the description. I'm that Agent Kelly. I'm making moves to move you. Peace.